Welcome to Unbox with Sahar. Today, I want to talk to you about how self awareness can change everything. After months and decades of working with people from all sorts of life, all walks of life, I have come to believe that self awareness is one of the most important investments you can make for yourself. Yet, it is rarely the first thing that people come looking for. Most people arrive because they want to make a decision, help their relationship, improve their career, improve their business partnership. They're looking for answers to specific problems, but very often they're surprised as we begin exploring what's happening that the conversation gradually shifts away from the problem itself towards something much deeper. We begin talking about them. Yes, you, and what matters to them, what they value, what energizes them, what drains them, what kind of life they're trying to create. And again, I have found that many of these challenges that we face becomes easier when we understand ourselves more clearly. When people hear the term self awareness, they often think about personality, profile, strengths, weaknesses, or even gaining a better understanding of why has this happened or the way that they behave. Those things are useful, but think self-awareness goes much deeper. It is about understanding who you are beneath those roles and responsibilities and expectations and achievements. It is about recognizing the difference between the life you have and the one you're consciously leading, whether it's family, culture, office, or even a habit that you're trying to align. Most people, they're conscious of these questions that we follow a path because it seems sensible, responsible, expected from us. And then later they begin asking whether it genuinely reflects who they are after doing it for years. I have met so many people who appeared successful by conventional standards. They had achieved impressive things, built careers, accumulated experience, and fulfilled expectations that were placed upon them. Yet, beneath all that success is often something that is missing. They couldn't explain it, they couldn't put their finger on it. They simply felt disconnected between who they are and what they're trying to create. More often, the reason is that they're not in alignment. Their external life, how people view them, how they view their life from the outside, is very different than who they are on the inside. This is one reason why self awareness changes how we make decisions. When you have a clearer understanding of yourself, your decisions become a lot easier because they're the next natural step that is coming out of that inner knowing that you have. They begin to understand what is important to them and what is not. They begin to understand what environment, whether office or family or home, nurtures them and what doesn't. You will start recognizing the difference between goal oriented achievement and achievement that truly impassions you and inspires you. You do it for those reasons, not to impress other people. That doesn't mean that life suddenly becomes straightforward, not at all. It becomes more interesting and more creative because there's always uncertainty. There are always moments in the future where things are unclear. However, the significant difference is that uncertainty is not the same as confusion. And you get to discern, you get to know, are you confused or are you waiting for the right opportunities to arrive? You may not know exactly where you're going, but you'll have a better sense of what's right for you and what's not. And that takes the confusion out of the equation. As a result, you will often develop confidence because confidence is often treated as something we acquire, like a skill. For me, it isn't. It's the natural state of having that internal clarity that you have. And because you do, bits of you are not conflicting with each other. And therefore, the decision just comes out naturally. And you know, okay, I want to do this. I want to take that offer. I want to accept that proposal or not, because you have navigated yourself. You have navigated your inner landscape, if you like. So you stop measuring decisions by what is expected of you, and you start discerning what feels right for you. This is also why relationships often change when people start mentoring or they start on the self awareness path, because they don't care anymore of how people see them. They are more concerned with what brings them joy, happiness, nurturing, what truly impassions them, and they become less sensitive, if you like, to criticism from others. We may still continue to self criticize, but it does get less. But at least you become more resilient because you're not focused externally, you're more aware internally. And if something doesn't fit with who you are, with the life that you're building, you're not going to be affected negatively by it. You're not going to feel that victim mentality, that life is blocking me, or that I lack luck, or I lack opportunity. You'll begin asking the right questions. You'll begin asking, okay, what is life showing me? Why is this so difficult to achieve? Maybe I'm not meant to go down that path, or maybe that it's not right for me. And this is when intuition begins to develop, really, because it's an innate gift that we all have. It is really literally part of how your brain functions. If you haven't read my psychic power book, you should, because I explain it. Literally, it's a wavelength, if you like. And if you train yourself to access those bits of the brain, you will naturally become more intuitive as you become more aware, because you learn how to sense things rather than impose your belief system on them. And again, that enforces alignment, if you will. I often tell my clients it's natural that the apple falls to the ground. That's the law of gravity. If you're not catching the apples, it is you who's not standing under the tree. So it's something like that. When you're in alignment, things flow. When you are experiencing friction, then there will be lack of alignment. Things will not happen. It will seem like you have to wait long, or that certain patterns repeat themselves, or like the universe is against you. But it really isn't. The universe is a lot older than we are. Everything is set up. It is us who have to sense how to fit in so that we can be in the flow, rather than think and take it personally, as though we're not meant to do this, or something, or someone is blocking us, which is why I think a lot of people go into, I don't want to say therapy as such, as in psychosis, but they may suffer from neurosis for a very long time because they're working within a set paradigm and they're not allowed to see things from a different point of view. It is normal to experience these things, but it is not normal to be stuck with them for a long time. And once you come out of that box, you really begin to see that you have unlimited potential, infinite abilities, and everything depends on what you choose. And this is where self awareness comes, because there isn't just one life purpose for you to discover. Your life purpose is to explore all the potential that you have, all the abilities, talents, all the passions that keep coming back, that never go away. And that is our purpose, to expand, if you will, our awareness, our consciousness, to leave impact behind, because we are the only mammals that give meaning to life. And if you feel my life is meaningful, I am impacting others, I am making a difference in the world, you'll enjoy it more. And you will keep doing more, and you will feel, yes, I am alive and I have a purpose, as opposed to becoming so self centric that if things are not going my way, if I'm not valued according to traditional values, then I am no good, I'm not successful, I haven't reached a certain status, I'm not carrying the same, brand names, I don't have enough jewelry, I'm not driving a fantastic car, I don't even have a proper watch, and all of that. This is like lower awareness. Can we call it that? That's lower awareness. But the higher awareness is the activities and the core values that bring you joy, really, because you become centered here. And if something doesn't ignite that passion, then it's not for you. If your nervous system is not reacting to it, then it isn't for you. And most of the time, people who are on automatic mode, autopilot mode, it is because of all these pre-constructed frameworks that society or culture imposes on us. So the real challenge is coming back to your awareness, recognizing what is for you, what is not, and recognizing that if you are impassioned about something or that you feel resonance or the vibe, then naturally that decision will come out. It is definitely mentoring. Well, Unbox with Sahar mentoring is definitely not about becoming someone else. On the contrary, it's about removing all the filters, all the layers that block you from really shining, expressing. I like the word express because it's expression can be, meta layered. It's how you express yourself unlimited in an unlimited way through what you do, through your work, through the way you speak, through the way you walk, through your talents, your creative abilities, whatever it is that you do, you'll be expressing yourself authentically. And this is why I truly believe the first step is self awareness and it will change everything. Leave me in the comments what you would like me to talk about, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye for now.